And we can start with a blanket as well if we wanted in the back of the head. But we're actually going to start with just bringing ourselves to the mat. Just pausing for a moment. Starting to relax our shoulders. And what I really like us to do tonight is less is more. And we've done this before. We did this back in December, where we don't have to force anything. We're going to just enjoy the movements. Enjoy putting our bodies into a certain position, yes. But if we need to move, then that's fine too. Good, then when you're ready, bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe even let them drift apart a little bit so they don't have to touch. But it can be quite nice just feeling the balls of the feet and the heels, the toes. So now the knees are wide. The arms are then by the side of the body with our palms facing up. Back of the head's resting lightly on your blanket, cushion, or mat. And I'd like you just to notice then, just in our first few breaths, the width across your collarbone. Really allow that space just to happen. Allow the opening across the chest and across the fronts of your shoulders. Without squeezing the shoulder blades together, because we want the back of the body to be open as well, don't we? So there's that start of the openness, the end of the day here. And notice now there's an openness across the front of the body as we open into the inner thighs and the fronts of the hips. And it might feel nicer to take the feet a little bit further away from you, so there's a less of an angle, or less stress on the inner thighs, or maybe bring the heels in, which kind of feels better. Have a little movement around there. Maybe having a little rock side to side. Close our eyes. And then let's start with our inhale into the tummy, the waist, the chest. Filling up from the bottom to the top, and then exhaling chest and waist, and the tummy just softens as the breath comes out. And if it doesn't happen in exactly that same form, it's absolutely fine. We could just think of the inhale filling up the body and the exhale just releasing the breath. So let's not get too hung up on that. So our eyes softly closed. Now, in your mind, put Thursday to one side. Just pick it up and put it at your living room, bedroom, spare room door. Put it there. And head into this time for yourself. Head into the evening. Inhaling and exhaling. Just notice the body calming, the mind calming, ready for our practice. Going to do 3 clearing breaths. So that's going to be a deep inhale in through the nose. And in our own space, exhale through the mouth. And we can make a really good and we do that again, twice more. So deep inhale. Just notice what's happening to the body then as you exhale, just letting go of the day, letting go of any tensions. One more time, 1 deep, long, clearing breath. Slowly, when you're ready, bringing your hands to the outside edge of the thighs and then just easing the legs in. And as you pop the feet to the ground, bring the knees slightly together and allow the feet just to widen. And maybe just kind of give the thighs a little bit of a rub, maybe the front of the hips. And what I'd really like us to do now is leave the knees together and the feet wide. Take your right hand to the back of your shoulder back of your left shoulder, and give that back of the shoulder just a really lovely rub. Back of the shoulder, all the way up into the back of the neck. Just letting go of that, any little bit of tension that we might still be holding on to there. And we'll do the same to the other side. Just when you're ready, back of the shoulder, so that lovely fleshy part just above the shoulder blade, and then maybe up to the base of the skull. Just feels so good, doesn't it? Just that simple rub, that simple easing, bit of heat, just a bit of touch, and then release. And then when you're ready, the feet are in hip width. Let's scoot the knees into chest, give the knees a hug. And then we're just going to wait for a few breaths here, just to fold the legs in towards us. Just see what happens, just as we wait. There might be a little bit of time, just a bit of space, just to bring the legs a little bit closer. We can move around with that as well if we like. And see how that feels. When you're ready, hold on to your right shin, take a breath in. And on the exhale, stretch your left leg long to the end of the mat, reach it out. Let's wait again, take an extra breath. We're not forcing anything, we're just stretching that leg, that left leg, our left leg. That's it, and then we'll slide in the left, hold on to the left, and we'll stretch out the right. Just take your time. Good, take an extra breath, lengthening out the right leg, drawing in the left, relaxing the shoulders. And let's do that one more time, so we could slide in the right, inhaling, holding on to the right. See if you can relax your shoulders again, because I can see us bringing those shoulders up. So just soften the shoulders. And like we said at the beginning, so maybe less is more just to start with. We've got plenty of work going on tonight, so there's no rush to kind of strain or, overdo anything. We've stretched out the right leg, we've folded in the left. And then as we put both feet to the floor, just take your time, bring the legs together, open the arms a little bit wider, just trust me here. Exhaling both legs to the right, turning your head away from the legs to the left. Got it? Good, pause again, just wait for anything to happen there, maybe a little bit of movement to the right with the legs, maybe the head turning a little bit more, take an extra breath. Good, on the exhale, just ease the legs back to your start, take another breath in, the feet are on the floor. And then on the exhale, legs over to the left side, come with me, turn your head to the right. See if you can keep both shoulders on the mat. And we can just ease our gaze to the right side. Maybe those legs drift a little bit more to the left. You've got it. Shoulders just softening. Inhale again. Maybe feeling a lovely stretch down the right side of the body. And then exhaling. Bring ourselves all the way back to our start. Let's do the same, but now the wide foot position. So wide hip rolls. Exhale, the wide legs over to the right. Inhale and exhale up, turning the head just that little bit to the left if we wanted. Good, again, relaxing the shoulders, take another breath in. Good, exhale the legs again. Good, come back to the centre. And then it's exactly the same to the other side, just easing your way over to the left side, turning your head to the right. Just noticing again, maybe stretching to the waist, nothing forced. Just easing into that. Take a breath in, ease your way back to the start position on your exhale. Bring both legs back into chest, ease the legs in again. And now inhale, both legs up to the ceiling. Exhale, give the heels a little shush up to the sky. Bend the knees in. And exhale there, fold the legs a little bit closer in towards you. Take another breath in, inhale the legs all the way up. Exhale, press the heels lightly towards the ceiling. Good, exhale the legs down. Now really important, so I can see that some of us are kind of lifting those hips. Can we keep the sacrum down to the tailbone as low to the mat as we can? Inhale the legs up, exhale, flex the feet, enjoy that. Inhale, bend the knees, just releasing. And then again, good, can we inhale the legs up to the sky? See where we can get to, can we stretch the backs of the legs just that little bit? Good, can you pause, relax, bend the right leg, put the right foot to the floor, keep lengthening the left leg up, no hands, no guidance with the hands on the fingertips, stretching out the right leg, stretching up the left leg, but just enough energy to feel a pull, a stretch, but nothing forced. Fine to have both knees bent. Take a breath in, bend both knees back into chest. Exhale, just see if we can fold those legs in a little bit more in our mind. Inhale the right leg up and exhale the left leg along the ground. Just take time to reach up through that right leg. Exhale as you stretch out through the left, relax the shoulders, find a little bit of energy into the backs of the legs. Take your time. And then we'll bend the knees, both knees come back into the chest. Good, from here, nod your chin to chest, take a breath in, exhale our way up to sitting. Well done. Can we come to Sukhasana just for a little movement here? You could find your block. Now you could be in your tailor pose, your wide-legged position. Come with me here, left hand down, right arm reaches up, exhaling over to our left side. It doesn't have to be a big move. Inhale, exhale, put the right fingertips down, inhaling the left and exhaling all the way over to the right. Yeah, lovely. Now this time, being a little bit more precise, can we leave the sit bones down on the mat, inhaling right arm, exhaling over to our left side. Good, inhaling length. Good, floating the left arm up. See if it keeps a little bit of space between the waist, long through both sides of the body there. Come all the way back to your start position. Inhale, wrap, bring the fingertips lightly together, and then exhale, open your chest, lift your gaze up to the sky. Inhale, wrap, one more time, round through the back. And then exhale, open the chest, reach, lengthen, stretch, and then tip the fingertips back just wherever they land. Get a little bit of openness across the chest. Well done. Reach up out to the sitting bones, so both waists are long and lengthened. And then relax. Just completely relax. Well done. From here, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale. Good. Exhale, come back to the start position. Hang on a minute. This is what I saw. Yeah, so just not smooth and steady. Don't make me laugh here. So really nice and smooth and steady. Coming, bringing yourself back to the center. Just think of that really slow move, ear to shoulder, respectful for the neck. Now that softness in the shoulders, again, that width across the collarbone. Last time to the other side, we are there. Inhaling, ear to shoulder, soft, gentle move. And then just come back to your start position for me. Could you just nod your chin to your chest? And then just pause. Just settle yourself into your body. So if we're feeling that our moves are just a little bit jerky or we're just trying to kind of rush, let's just slow it down just a fraction. Go, bring your gaze all the way back to upright, lengthening through the spine. Well done. When you're ready, come over to the front edge of your mat. Just scoot yourself back to your kneeling position. Yeah. And then can you come with me, just a lovely, easy striking cobra, just 4 repetitions, just in your own time. We're sitting our hips back, stretching out into the back body here, so into those hips, lower back, glute muscles, yeah, hamstrings and quads as well. Can we inhale to rise? And then as we exhale, we pull ourselves forward. And we can actually come forward over those wrists, if we like, with the shoulders. So yes, you can move your hands, but if possible, just kind of go wherever you've landed there. If you need to adjust, then you can take your hands forward. Inhaling, sitting the hips back. That's it. Good. Exhale here, lengthening out through the spine. When you're ready, can we round up, almost like our lovely moving cat? Inhale into your cat, tuck your chin. Exhale, pull the hips forward and up. So we're trying to ease those hips up. Gaze is ahead. And sometimes I have heard it said, never mind, I'll just come back to that in a moment, otherwise I'll be just talking nonsense. Sit all the way back for me again. Inhale and exhale, forehead down towards the mat, and then claw the hands to the mat. Inhale again, rise. That's lovely, guys. Get that lower back involved, yes. And then exhale, pull the chest forward, draw the hips forward and up. Yeah, get a little bit of space between the ears and the shoulders. Beautiful. Good. Inhale again. And exhale your way back one last time. Just enjoy. So rounding up through the back, take your time, easing into that stretch. Notice the lower back, the middle and upper back. And then as you exhale, firm up the hands, the forearms, pull the shoulders a little bit away from the ears, and then pause here. So just for a moment, lift your chest, lift your gaze, stretch the legs back towards the back of the mat, and we're pretty much in an upward facing dog, aren't we? Yeah, because that's that bigger move of our swan. That's all it is. That's all it is. So we're resting on those shins or thighs, maybe the knees. And then when you're ready, start from the abdominals. Just start from some strength in the center. Inhale. And as we exhale, this time we're going all the way back towards the heels. Now, if you're with, I'm with you here, gang. So your right arm comes all the way under the body now. Your forehead rests on the mat, and your left hand comes towards the front edge of the mat. I want you to take a deep inhale across the back of the body. Yeah, so a deep inhale, a wide, find the shoulder blades. Find the armpits. That's where I want your breath to be targeted. Exhale. One more, exactly the same. Inhale. That's it, lovely, beautiful. So wide into the back, forehead just resting lightly on the mat, hips heading back towards the heels, exhaling. Now when you're ready, firm up your left hand for me. Inhale, start to unravel your right. And then when you're ready, exhale your way up to our kneeling position. Your left hand, our left hand comes under the face. So your left hand just pops under your face, lengthen out through your spine, gentle twist to the right. Inhale, start to open the body to the right and look up to your right thumb for me. Yeah, lovely, that's it. Opening the chest to the right. Good, so we get that lovely twist. And then on the exhale, thread all the way through to the left. Yeah, so reaching all the way through to the left. You've got it. Yeah, good. So your left hand is down. We're going again. Yeah, try not to head too far back into the hips for me. Inhale, we go again to the right. So inhale, the right arm up to the right, your right arm up to the right. Good, and then exhale all the way through. Yeah, all the way through to that left side. That's it. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Lowering the head, lowering the shoulder, and coming all the way back to our start position. Hands are slightly further forward. Yeah, just that one side. We've just done one side. Don't worry if you've alternated. Tap the toes for me. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale, we lift the hips, come all the way up into downward facing dog. Firm up the hands and pedal. Inhale and exhale. Good. Can you maybe even check in your own camera, gang, that we're not in that rounded back position. So you don't want the lower back rounded. Remember, we want the sit bones high. So maybe have a look in your camera. Yeah. Are you pointing up to the ceiling with your hips? That's what you want to see. Have you got a ski slope with your back, or are you kind of in a cat at the top? So you want that really high hip position. Well done. Inhale and exhale, lovely. Now look at the thumbs. Tiptoe your way to the front edge of your mat. This is where the block at the front edge of the mat will be helpful. Just for now, clasp hold of your elbows. Bend both knees and fold into a lovely, easy ragdoll. Bend your right knee. Good, bend your left knee. So ragdolling down, letting the body just move from side to side. Inhale and exhale. And remember, less is more, so we're not having to straighten the legs. We just take a nice, easy move there. Good, come with me. Left hand down in front of the face again. Left knee bends, take a turn towards the right, and then rotate round on the next inhale, look up to the right hand again. Firm up both feet. Take that lovely deep bend into the left knee as you twist towards the right. Lovely. Yeah, well done. Fold the hand down, the right hand folds, and then our next inhale brings us all the way up to Tadasana. Find both feet. Inhale and exhale your way to your mountain pose. Beautiful, yes, readjusting the clothes is always needed, isn't it? Have a look down at the feet, both feet in hip width, and then gaze ahead for me. Soften the shoulders. Inhale both arms all the way up to the sky and look up just to the tips of the thumbs. The hands are wide into just a lovely shoulder width position. Good, exhale the arms down, take a breath. Good, have a look at both feet again. Left leg's going to take a long stride back. Your left leg takes a long stride back all the way to the back of the mat. And then as the foot turns in, it brings us to warrior one position. Both hips are facing forward. Could you place your left hand on your left hip for me? Yeah, place your left hand on your left hip and roll your left hip round to the front edge of the mat. Have a look down at your left foot, and there's a little turn out from the foot there. So the foot is facing a little bit towards the edge of your mat. Front knees over the ankle, bring your hands to prayer, soften your shoulders. We've worked on drawing a little bit in from the front of the body, haven't we? And then we're inhaling, raise the arms all the way up to the sky or stay in your prayer position. Good. From here, can we soften the breastbone? Can we draw the front ribs lightly in? Take an extra breath for me, pressing the back heel and outside edge of the foot to the ground and firming up our right thigh. So firming up the right thigh. Beautiful. As we lower the arms to prayer for all of us, inhaling, can we release the arms on the exhale and just pause? As we turn towards our camera side or towards our left side, can we bring our left foot now, so the left foot still faces in, but I want you to bring your left foot so it's in line with your right foot. So your right leg, your left leg. Yeah, your right leg, your left leg. Yeah, that's it, beautiful. Look down the middle finger of your right hand, so I'm with you, I'm just mirroring you. I want length in the tailbone down to the ground, crown of the head up to the sky, warrior two. Have a look down the middle finger, take 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe we can get a little bit of energy into that back outside edge of the foot. Maybe our right knee can head a little bit more over the right ankle. Last breath. Lovely. Now from here, let the arms release and relax. And then what I'd like just for you now, just to ease yourself forward. So all we're going to do is just tip a little bit forward towards our right thigh. Yeah, so we've gone from upright. We're just going to draw the body a little bit towards the right, but your shoulders and hips are still facing that same direction. We'll take our forearm, our right forearm to our right thigh, and when you're ready, we're going to take our left hand all the way to the lower back, so the back of the hand nestles into our lower back. So your left hand nestling into your lower back, you've got it. Side angle pose, but I want us a lovely, lovely long spine here. Can you take that same left hand and creep the fingertips to the thigh crease of your right thigh and hip? Could we look towards our left shoulder, looking over the left shoulder? Take a breath in, lengthen from all the way from the tailbone all the way out through the crown of the head. Lovely. Last breath. Inhale, open up into the chest, the front of the shoulder, exhaling. Good, release, beautifully done. From here, can we look down to our right foot? Just release that right leg for a moment, just give it a little shake out. Take the fingertips down to your block that's either in front of you, or your fingertips can go onto the ground. Your left hand rests on your left thigh. Yeah. From here, can we take a breath in and nudge the weight into our right leg? And then when you're ready, on the exhale, come up to our half moon pose, lifting our left leg. Still looking to the ground or towards your block or your foot or your fingertips. See if we can get a couple of breaths. Don't worry if it's just the one breath. Bent knee on our right side. Beautiful. Good. Last breath. Just challenge yourself there. See if we can now land the back foot all the way down. Spiral the hands either side of our front foot gang. And then from here, can we lower the back knee? Yeah, so the back knee low, so left knee lowers to the ground. Well done, you've got it. Inhale, both arms all the way up to the sky. I can see we're a little bit of balance challenge there. Good, lift the chest, Anjaneyasana. Just enjoy that easy little back bend and then come all the way down. So both hands at either side of our front foot. Take your time. From here, can we bring ourselves up onto our onto the ball of the back foot, and then exhale our way to downward facing dog. Yeah, that's it. Lovely, yeah. Good, and then a pedal. Inhale and exhale. Just a lovely pedal. Open the palms, spread the fingers. Good, take a breath. Let the hips just move and sway a little bit side to side. Well done, gang. Now from here, can we have a look at the thumbs? Yeah, have a look at your right thumb. Pick up your right foot and place your right foot back to your right thumb for me. And then I want you to spiral yourself all the way around to the camera. So you should be joining me now. Yeah, so it's your right leg that's gone forward, yeah, and then you've spiraled all the way around to face the camera side. Now we should be in a wide forward fold, yeah? Fingertips down to the ground, soften through the knees, let the head hang. Take a bigger, deep knee bend if we need, and then tip the head a little bit down towards the ground to get a lovely stretch through the backs of the legs. Bend the knees where we need, and then just have a little play around. Can we just move from side to side? Can we ease our way into a little Skandasana pose, just gently moving through, yeah, that's it, to the right side and to the left side. Just keep that moving and just notice that little pull on the inner thighs. Yeah, hands could be on the thighs, we don't have to have the hands on the ground, so we could have the hands on the hips. Just enjoy. Good, when you're ready, can you come all the way over to your left? Yeah, can you come over to your left? Can you place your hands either inside your left foot for me? Take a breath. Inhale, maybe rise out of the stretch, and then inhale and exhale back into the stretch. One more time. Inhale, exhale, bend the left knee and ease your way into that inner thigh stretch on our right side. Good, last breath, come all the way through to the centre. Turn the feet now to face the front edge of your mat again. And then bring our back knee all the way back down to the mat. Good, can we slide the right foot back? And then we all come together in our child pose, just where we started. From here, can we sweep the arms all the way back so the hands can just touch the toes? Take a breath in. And a breath out. Have a little movement side to side. Let's just fold over both legs. Maybe massaging our forehead just really lightly on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. Good. From here, can we inhale and rise? So we come just to a little hero pose. Good. Lift the chest. Reach both arms all the way up to the ceiling. Bring your hands to prayer. And then exhale, both thumbs just rest at the heart centre. Well done. Can we now just lift the hips, spiral ourselves all the way round and come to a little knee hug on the mat. So give both knees a little hug. From here, can we come to rolling? So we're just kind of back where we were, aren't we? So we've got both hands on the shins, lifting the feet, rounding through the back, and 3 little rolls. Inhaling, just a lovely massage for the spine. Exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Just enjoy that. Doesn't matter if the feet come back to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Stretch both legs out and then reach yourself all the way over to your toes. Doesn't matter where you get to. Doesn't matter if those knees are staying really softened. Doesn't matter if you've brought the legs up and you've gone to a little knee hug instead. Well done. Now kick both legs to the right and then bring yourself straight round to 4-point kneeling. It should be at the other end of your mat. Can we sit the hips back? Do you remember our striking cobra? So sit the hips all the way back. Can we inhale to rise? So can you rise? Can you lift the back up and away so you get that really lovely rounding through the back? And then as the hands are slightly forward, can we exhale, pull the hips forward and up. So you're driving those hips up almost towards your shoulders. Yeah, so hips. Yeah, that's it, you've got it. And then inhale, start to arc the back up, and exhale all the way back into our child pose. Now you can make that a little bit smaller, just depending on the body. We'll try that again. Can you firm up the hands? And as you round on that inhale, lift the sit bones up and away from the heels. Notice there's some abdominal connection as well as that lovely stretch through the back. The exhale, we need to firm up the hands, pull the chest and the hips forward and up. And lift yourself just that little bit. So just challenge yourself there. Maybe you could even stretch the legs and notice that you're on the tops of the feet. Yeah, so that's kind of like the full upward facing dog. And then the lowering, inhaling, starting to round. Good, and exhale all the way back. We'll do that one more time. Just see if you can get up onto those tops of the feet. Just see how it feels. Because if we can get to our striking cobra, that should feel okay. So the inhale as you round, the exhale, firm up the hands. You're doing brilliantly again. Pull yourself forward, lift the chest. Good, and then just skid up onto the tops of the feet and take that energy into the legs, into the shoulders, into the chest. Pop the knees down, well done. And then this time as we exhale all the way back, it's your left arm that's coming under the body. Now left arm comes under the body, forehead rests on the mat, and your right hand creeps to the front edge of the mat. Now, so we're not twisting the body here. Your armpit, yeah, your armpit is heading towards the ground. So I can see some of us are twisted into kind of a thread of the needle position, but actually we're trying to square up the shoulders so that we can get that lovely pull through the back of the body. So your right armpit is heading towards the ground. Both shoulders are facing the mat. So we're threading the arm, but we're not threading the needle, if that makes sense. So we square on with the shoulders, the forehead is on the mat. And now when we take the breath into the ribs, into the armpits, into the sides of the body, we can get a lovely stretch through the back of the body. And so forehead on the mat, back of the shoulder. Your left arm threaded under the right hand creeping towards the front edge of the mat. Take one last breath here, sitting those hips back a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready, start to rise. Firm up the right hand, your right hand, and then gradually unravel all the way back to your start. So your right hand comes under your face, long through the spine, so get some energy through the spine. Soften that elbow, and then start to twist to the left side. So inhaling and exhaling, and we're looking up to the tip of the thumb, yeah? Good. Now don't worry, if you alternated on the other side, it's absolutely fine. Just carry on alternating. Otherwise, you're staying with me. Inhale, let the arm float, and then as we exhale, we thread through. Yeah, reaching through. We do this exactly the same side again. Yeah, lovely. Stretch across the back of the shoulder. Soften the elbow, maybe the arm rests on the ground. And then we do that one more time. Can we inhale to rotate all the way around? Lovely, beautiful length through the spine. Rotate the breastbone round to that left side. And then when you're ready, exhaling all the way through. Yeah, lovely. Good, all the way through to the opposite side. Well done. Come all the way back to the start. So now we've got our hands a little bit further forward, tuck the toes, inhale, and as we exhale, slow curl up into downward facing dog. Up both hands and pedal again. And as we pedal, can we let the hips just shift a little bit to one side and then the other, so we can have really kind of a bit of a dance with our downward facing dog here. Just enjoy that. So as the hips twist a little bit maybe to one side, you can feel a stretch down the opposite side of the body there. So hips swaying to the left side, and you might feel the right waist just getting that nice little bit of a stretch. Just see what feels good. If you're just going up and down, that's fine too, isn't it? Now let's tiptoe as we come back to the centre, tiptoe to the front edge of the mat, bend the knees. Maybe we've got our block ready for our balance a little bit later. We can fold over the legs, grab hold of each elbow, and then resting the forehead or top of the head, can we take a little bend and sway of the legs into ragdoll. Just letting Thursday drift. Can we get a little bit of movement through the spine just as we fold? Really well done. Good. When you're ready, right hand comes down, and then we're bending the right knee as we're twisting round to that left side. Rotate the body round. Take a breath in, and then as we exhale, come all the way down to our start. Fold. Breath in again, all the way back up to our mountain pose. Press down through both feet, and then exhale as we come to our mountain position. Lovely. Inhale, clasp the hands behind the back, open across the chest, and exhale the hands a little bit away from us. Beautiful, grounding both feet. Send a little bit of energy up through the crown of the head. Inhale again, like we did into the back of the body, can we breathe into the front? So can we find that space between the shoulders, across the collarbone? Yeah, so easing the hands back and still widening across the chest and collarbone. Release both hands and then take the arms up again on the inhale, that lovely wide V position as you reach the fingertips up to the sky. If the shoulders come with you, absolutely fine. Inhale, and then as we exhale, let the arms come down, releasing all the way to the side of the body. Really well done again. So now we're standing on the left and we're taking the right leg back. So you're skimming the right leg all the way to the back of the mat. Yeah, you're turning out through that right foot there. So we now want you to place your right hand onto your right hip and turn your hip to face towards the front edge of the space there. That's it, so front edge of the mat, beautiful. Warrior one, front knee over the ankle, little bit of space between the feet, back heel and outside edge of the foot is on the mat to bring the hands to prayer. Good, soften the shoulders. Shoulders are sat right over the hips. Yeah, both hips are facing forward in warrior one, remember. Good, and then from here, inhale both arms all the way up to the ceiling or stay in prayer. And then when we get there, we want to draw the front ribs back. Yeah, so really think of that firmness through the front of the body. Double check your back leg is straight and your heel is on the ground and your toes are just on a little turn out, just a really tiny turn out to the side of the mat. Yeah, so just a little turn out there. Beautiful. Good, last breath. As the arms come down, relax. And now can we spiral the back heel towards the front edge of your mat, and now look at both heels, they're level. So this is going to bring us to warrior two. So both heels are level when you look. Raise the arms up, have a look down the middle finger. Yeah, so soften the shoulders for me, length through the spine, tailbone might lightly tuck, opening the front knee so that you've got that lovely openness into that front inner thigh, and the outside edge of the foot resting on the ground. 3 breaths, inhale. Just glance down that middle finger, soften the shoulders, exhale. Good, last breath, inhale. Really well done, gang, exhale. Now, as we lower both arms, we just take a moment just to pause there. I'd like you to think of the length in both sides of your waist. So now as you lean a little bit towards your front leg, we're keeping that length through both sides of the waist. Yeah, so we're not going to collapse, we're not going to round, we're going to keep that lovely length, that energy. Float the left hand just to rest on your left thigh for me. Yeah, your left hand to your left thigh, beautiful. Take the right hand now, and that's going to just skim behind you. So your back of the hand just rests in your lower back. Notice that your chest is open. Yeah, notice that. Inhale and exhale. If we wanted, we creep the fingertips now to the hip crease of the left thigh. So fingertips to the hip crease of your left thigh. You don't have to do that. And then take a peek over your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale, opening the chest. Good, last breath here, done absolutely brilliant again. Lovely, beautiful. Release and just straightening that front leg. Just have a little breather. Have a little breather. Half moon pose, that's our balance. So now we go back to a lovely knee bend, so front knee bends. Yeah, we bring ourselves, so our fingertips just touch either a little bit ahead of your front toes, or again, you can use your block. I'm going to go high on that block. So my fingertips are just resting there. Now the back foot can skid in a fraction. The right hand can rest on the right thigh. And then when you're ready, inhale. Prepare that front leg, firm it up, firm at the foot. And then on the exhale, can we lift? Can we find some little bit of balance, whether we're putting the foot back down, absolutely fine, or whether we're lifting that back leg, looking down towards the fingertips of the front hand. Well done. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you've got to. Is this side a little bit better? Yeah, or, we know where we're going. And then when you're ready, slowly inhale, bend the front knee, exhale our way down towards the mat, lovely. Bring both hands either side of the front foot. Really well done. Good, and then from here, can we lower the back knee, inhale our way all the way up to Anjanasana, lift. Bring the hands together, come to a little mini back bend. You're doing brilliantly, stay with me. Hands come either side of that front foot again. And now this time, can we take both feet round to face the edge of the mat, and we come to our forward fold, don't we? Our wide-footed forward fold. Good, inhale and exhale, just finding a softness through the knees. Start to bend both knees, just easing into that. Good, we're going from the left side to the right side. We're going left and we're going right. And you can be up, you could be right up, you could be standing up. We don't have to be folding over, yeah? Just move however you'd like to on this one. Yeah, that's it, going to the left and going to the right. Can we notice the hips, maybe the glutes, maybe the inner thighs? Can we get a little bit of a sway as we do that? And then when you're ready, both hands either side, inside of your right foot. So both hands inside your right foot. So now you've got that lovely long stretch into the left inner thigh. Now again, you might be up, you might be standing up, you might just have a little knee bend on your right. So totally up to you where you've got to. Can we come out of that stretch and then back into it? Can we inhale and just ease away to our left side and then exhale over to the right? So we just enjoy that. And we can keep bending and stretching out the knees there as well. We don't have to stay in that same position. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Beautifully done again. Beautifully done. Can we come all the way back to our forward fold and just see if we can get a little bit further down towards the ground? And then soften through the knees, come all the way back to the front edge of the mat. Good, lower the back knee. And then slide your left foot all the way back. And it tips us all the way back to our child pose. Really well done. Nestle the hips back towards the heels. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, can we rise up? Can we inhale, drop the sit bones down towards the heels? And then exhale, find ourselves back in our hero pose. We might not want to be here for long because of our feet, our shins, our toes. If we wanted, we rise up. We tuck the toes under, optional. Yeah? Spread out the toes, get the little toe there, get the big toe, and then exhale, sit back onto those flexed feet, flexed toes there. Again, maybe reach down, spread out the toes a little bit more. Good, come all the way up, take a breath in, unravel the feet, and then exhale your way back. One more time. Good, inhale, rise up. Flex the feet, press the toes into the mat, exhale back. Good, inhale last time. Pop the tops of the foot to the ground. Good, and sit back onto those heels. Now either stay here or allow the heels to come outside of the thigh. Yeah, so your heels just drift a little bit to the outside edge of the thigh and our hips sit in between those heels. Now that might be a little bit too much on the feet, the knees or the quads, but maybe we can just stay, close our eyes, take a couple of breaths. Just ask yourself how that's feeling in the fronts of the thighs, the hips. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. As we come forward on the breath in, we're going to swing the legs all the way, or just turn round to come to our little knee hug we did before. So back to that knee hug, draw everything in. Can you give me 3 little rolls again? Can we inhale And can we exhale? Just a lovely massage through the back. And again. Inhale and exhale. Just landing the feet down. Just pummeling the back. Last time. Well done. Give yourself a big hug. Stay here. Or stretch the legs out and fold forward over the legs. Whatever you've got to. So whether it's the knee hug and you're just enjoying that. Feels quite good. Or just the stretch out. It doesn't matter where we've got to, just found some place of stretch through the backs of the thighs, maybe into the calves. Good, as you come up, gradually inhale your way back to sitting. Good, bend one knee, doesn't matter which, bend one knee. And as you hold on to that leg, I just want you to draw that leg in towards you and sit tall. Just find your sit bones, ease the leg in, send the knee up to the ceiling. Now, with the opposite arm, take hold of that leg and give it that big hug in. Yeah, we haven't crossed it over, we've just got it foot to the floor. Heels right towards your bottom, just a different variation of our twist. Good, and then we're placing the opposite hand behind us to come to that same twist, looking over the shoulder. So we haven't crossed the legs like we typically do. Just notice the difference. See if you can get a little bit more out of that, maybe hip, maybe thigh, as you fold the leg in and twist. Yeah, lovely. Good. Right up on the sit bones, gang. So just make sure you're not back. Yeah, you're not back, because otherwise we're not going to get access to that hip and glute area there. Good. And then release, slowly release. And then can you try this with me? So the same leg, and now we're going to use the same arm as leg. Yeah, so the same arm as leg. We're going to lean inside that leg. So now I've got my right leg here. My right shoulder's on the inside of my right knee. Yeah, can we get somewhere there? Doesn't matter where we are. And then we take the arm back. So that's all we need to do. Just take the arm back. Good. And then if we wanted, we can clasp hands. Yeah, so we just draw ourselves in just that little bit. Good. And we're going to turn the body away from the leg. Inhale and exhale. So we've got the leg in, we've got the hands clasped. Or we're just resting here. Sit, and then we slowly unravel the hands, unravel the leg. Yeah, and give the legs a little shake out. Same to the other side. So we first just bring the leg in, just enjoy that. Just a variation of our twist. We're right up on those sit bones. We're trying not to lean back. Yeah, and just pausing there. So you can get that leg in a little bit closer. So we're flexing around the knee, the hip. Good, and then we take the opposite arm, we give that leg a hug in. That's it. That's the opposite arm. That's it. Shoulders relax. I know it's tricky on a Thursday evening, which arm and leg we've got to work with, isn't it? I know it. I can see it. I can see it. So we're holding that leg in towards us, just like we normally do with the leg cross, but we haven't got the leg cross. And then the other hand's behind us, and we can twist to look over the shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so we're hugging the leg in, and we're twisting around. And we are hoping to rotate the body a little bit. So we go back to that thread of the needle, kind of feeling into that middle part of the back, but just enough to feel happy with that. Not straining, not pulling an arm or leg off. Inhale, and as you exhale, come all the way back. You're doing brilliantly. Good, and now when you're ready, we're going to take the same shoulder to that inside. Yeah, can we do that? So it kind of looks a little bit crazy, doesn't it? Got a little lead. Good, and then we're going to wrap around. So we're going to take that arm around there, and then see if we can get hold of the fingertips. Yeah, can we wrap? Doesn't matter. We could just be here. We could be just here. We could just hold on to the leg. We could go back to the same thing. So now we're just wrapping around, seeing where we get to there. We can turn the body a little bit away from the leg if we want. Good. Just wherever. That's it. Yeah, lovely. Release the arms. Good. And then just bring yourself just to a wide-legged position. So again, you could be on your... I'm going to get my block, my bigger block, yeah, and just pop on that. So that's really nice, because now I just feel really free in the hips and the inner thighs. So we just got our block, our cushion. whatever feels good for us, but we've got a little bit wider leg position, and if you have got your block, you're right towards the front edge, your sit bones are right towards the front edge of the block, so you're not sat back, guys, that's not going to be helpful, so we're sat right on those sit bones, yeah, lovely, hands come in front, inhale, yeah, good, and then exhale, see if we can ease forward, back to those inner thighs, but again, just a fold, yeah, relaxing the feet, relaxing the shoulders, just getting to somewhere to find maybe back to the legs, inner thighs. Out we go again, take a breath in. And on the exhale, see if you can ease just a little bit further forward. Yeah, lovely. Good, softening down, maybe just starting to close our eyes now. Just dip our gaze. We're just going to enjoy this. So the block or a cushion or blanket just helps lift the hips, just tilts the pelvis, just so you can get a little bit more access to the backs of the thighs, a little bit of freedom into the lower back and the hips as well. And then we'll see if we can go again, inhaling again. We've let gravity do a little work. Can we creep the hands a little further forward on the exhale? Again, we've got a softness in the forehead, the temples. Easing our way forward. Yeah, lovely. Good, last breath coming up, inhaling. Into the back of the body, maybe that one last stretch forward, that one last little reach. And then when you're ready, take that inhale to start to bring you back up. You might need a few. Inhale and exhale. And bring you back to your seated position. We're coming straight to Shavasana. Grab your jumper, your socks, anything that's going to make you feel comfy for the relaxation. So bring yourself into a really lovely position for you. So fine to grab extra clothes. And meet me on the mat. Meet me on the mat in Shavasana. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, we can rub our hands. We did this on Tuesday actually. Just rub the hands. Do a really good quick rub. Good, and then place the heel of the hand on the cheekbones. And just nestle the hands. Just cup the hands over your eyes. And then just really gently, fingertips, the centre of the forehead, and then just easing from the centre of the forehead to the temples. It's however you want to do that. Just feeling your own face. Maybe across the eyebrows. Maybe just a little bit of a rub from the hairline. Maybe to the back of the neck. And close our eyes. Rest the arms to the side of the body. Let the feet drift wide. Maybe the feet are on the ground if that feels better for you. Just bring some peace and quiet and calm to our bodies this evening. Giving yourself permission to do nothing. Give yourself permission to fully relax, to just be here now. Inhale, soft breath. And soft exhale. And then just follow your own breath. Notice on the inhale what's happening to your body. Can you notice the tummy rising, the waist expanding, the chest lifting? maybe the shoulders. And then what happens on the exhale, just follow your body's movement with your breath. Just a couple more times, just follow your breath, follow your movement. What's happening as you breathe in and breathe out. Just tracking the breath. And if we know our ujjayi breath, slight restriction at the back of the throat, back of the nose, we can try our ujjayi breath on our inhale and our exhale. So we're breathing in and we almost pull the breath into the body. And then the exhale as if we're steaming up a mirror, blowing through just the nose. Not a steam, a large mirror. The sound of breath. So we can feel the breath move in the body, we can hear the breath as it comes in and out of the body. One last ujjayi breath. And settle the body down to even a more relaxed state. From the top of the head all the way down to the toes, soften the scalp. Inhale and exhale, soften the forehead. Notice you can relax around the temples, the jaw, the neck. Inhale, doing nothing but noticing on the exhale, relaxing. Soften our shoulders. The backs of the shoulders melt a little closer towards the mat. Both arms heavy on that. Hold the spine supported by the mat. From the upper part of the back, between the shoulder blades, all the way down to the base of the pelvis, to the sacrum, to the coccyx, all the way down to the glutes. Inhale and exhale. Both thighs relax, fronts and backs. Soften into the knees. Release any tension into our calves and shins and ankles. Notice the tops of your feet, the toes. Notice the soles of our feet. Inhale and softly exhale. Notice the body supported by the mat. And your mat supported by your room and your house and space your house is on. All there to support you, your home. Your safety blanket. Notice the peace and calm The chatter of the mind is quieting, not altogether noticeable. And then opening your eyes, and start to move maybe the arms, maybe even feet, slide to the mat. Your lower back rests and knees come in. And you stretch the legs up. Maybe take hold of your ankles on the outside edge of the feet. Or just a lovely knee hug. Draw the knees down a little bit closer to the body. Let the heels rest above the knees. Inhale and exhale. And release the legs. Pop the feet back to the ground. And we'll slowly bring ourselves over to one side. Permission to stay where you are. Bring yourself slowly. Lift up to wherever feels good. Quietly, just a soft inhale. Bring our palms to meet. Thumbs just to rest to the heart center. Namaste.